Ready with the Pala. Chapter 3 Geological Work of Natural Agencies. Carbonation. Carbonation is the process of weathering of rock under the combined actions of atmospheric carbon dioxide and moisture, which on combination forms of minerals reacting carbonic acid. The acid so formed exerts an especially corrosive actions over a number of silicates bearing rock. The silicates of potassium, sodium, and calcium are particularly vulnerable to decay under conditions of carbonations. A typical example is that of a feldspar. Feldspar also plays a very common and important constituent of many igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rock, which decomposes according to following reaction: 2KAlSi3O8 plus 2H2O carbonic acid, and this orthoclase KlSi3O8 and plus CO2 means carbon dioxide, and Al2Si2O5 silica aluminum oxygen molecules, kaolin night OH hold OH of 4 and plus K2CO3 potassium carbonate and plus 4SiO2 silica molecules. The end product in the above reactions are clay minerals soluble bicarbonate and silicate. Further, in the above equations, sodium and calcium may be present instead of potassium if the minerals in question is another type of feldspar. The main end product kaolinite is formed in all such cases. Only the soluble carbonate differs in accordance with the metallic ions of the feldspar types. This chemicals change in the rocks produces definite alterations in the physical constitution of the rock. A soft hydrogen 1 clay minerals is formed in place of a hard minerals. Feldspar is H is equal to 6, thereby affecting the strength of the rocks very significantly. Carbonates are removed in solutions and silica forms colloids. This may result in partial or total conversions of a strong igneous rocks like granite into a mass of soft clay. Like product in the zones of weatherings, many igneous rocks like granite, granodiorites, cyanites, basalt, and porphyrites suffers these types of weatherings on a massive scales, as the feldspar are their chief constituent minerals. Colloids formations, the process of hydrations, hydrolysis, oxidations, and reductions operations on the rocks and minerals under different atmospheric conditions may not always end in the formation of stable end products. Often these result in splitting of particles into smaller particles. The colloids characterized by atoms with only partially satisfied electrical charges. Formations of colloidal particles is especially common in the weatherings of clays, minerals, silicas, and iron oxides. The colloids of these minerals are however soon precipitated as their charges and are satisfied, and they form stable products. Spheroidal weatherings. It is a complex type of weatherings observed in jointed rocks and characterized with the breakings of original rock mass into spheroidal blocks. Both mechanicals and chemicals weatherings are believed to actively cooperate in the causing spheroidal weatherings. The original soil's rock mass is split into small blocks of development of parallel joints due to the thermal effect. Insulations simultaneously, so the chemical weatherings process corrode the border and surface of the block, causing their shapes roughly into spheroidal contours. Spheroidal weathering. This figure, don't forget to make this figure. Role of plants and organism. It is a well-known fact that plants and organisms also contribute towards mechanical disintegrations and chemical decomposition of rocks of the crust. Plant hydrogen ions means plus are known to be released at the root of plants during their growth and metabolism. These ions are capable of replacing potassium ion, calcium plus 2 ion, and magnesium 2 ions from the minerals and rocks surrounding the root systems and make them available for use in plants growth. But in this process, the original minerals and rocks around the root systems start undergoing decomposition and disintegrations. Rock systems, root systems of conifer and and others big trees creep into pre-existing crack in the nearby rocks. Often this result is loosening a part of the stone fragment followed by their rolling down slope. Man himself is known to be the greatest destroyer of rocks, and he has been breaking them since the very beginnings for one purpose or other, and making these uses in a variety of ways. All the above processes of decay and disintegrations of rock by living things are sometimes grouped as organic weathering. Thank you. Like, support, and subscribe this channel. Thank you.